Hey guys, this is Ultima here from S3R Gamers, and welcome back to Ultima Plays the Novelist. So, here's the thing. Let's tab this. He wants to chain himself to the typewriter, which is going to do absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, for anyone if he makes that his number one priority. I could skip the promo forms on the coffee table for Linda. Of course, that means not that many people might go to her show, which means for her it's just going to be discouraging and then all that other stuff. Tommy can take the bucket to the beach with Daddy, but if I have Dan work on the promo forms, he might not have a good time with Tommy at the beach because that's the thing. But the problem is he's like, he needs his dad because his dad didn't do it last time, so his mom can't do it. So I think we're going to take the bucket to the beach. And that's just what's going to happen. Okay. So we're going to take the bucket to the beach. Yes. Now the question is, will Dan be easier to tie to his typewriter, or will it be easier for him to work on the promo things? Here's the thing. If he doesn't get to the typewriter and then messes up the promos, I just screwed over both of them. If he does tie to his typewriter, then maybe I only screw over Linda, who's happy to have her husband back, but she's still struggling with her work. Gosh, this is just so... Goodness gracious. Is this really what it's like to juggle a family? Like, people out there who have families, is it really this, like, hard to, like, make everyone happy? Because if so, my God. My God, I'll have to rethink having a family. It is late, but I must record my thoughts. Perhaps it will help me to make some sense of them. I should not say thoughts, as there is only one thought in my mind. I look back but a week and see that when I arrived, my only thoughts was of Jay being gone. That sad thoughts had been replaced by another. What if I were gone as well? Oh no. I feel regret in the simple writing of those words. If I am truthful, it is not a thought that has occurred to me before. I cannot be sure where it came from. It is almost as if it was put in place by something I do not understand. I must think of my family and their heartache. Our children have lost one parent. I could not bear to hurt them again. Though they're all grown up and have no practical need for me, yet I had no strictly practical need of Jay, and look where that loss has left me. Perhaps I will venture into town tomorrow. Maybe some stranger, unknowing, will show me some kindness, some small thing that plants a seed of hope. Oh man, I'm worried about Kay Williams. Sounds like she's ready to... She's ready to off herself, which is not a good thing. Seriously. If you have thoughts like that, get some help. And don't do it. At least wait a long time. Just don't do it. Well, I guess you can't really say I regret it because you'll be gone. But, just take my word for it. Someone who's been there. I feel shame looking back on last night's entry, yet it does clarify the choices before me. I can walk off the cliffs, close my eyes, lean forward, and be done. It would not be hard. Or I can find a path forward without Jay. I hold hope that I will find another love in the autumn and winter of my life, but perhaps there is peace to be found. I went to town this morning and stopped at the cafe. I sat at the sidewalk table and sipped coffee, watching people pass now and then as they lived their lives. I will never think of a time in this house fondly. The circumstances make such a remembrance, an impossibility, but I know that my time here has allowed me to part the fog that clouded my mind when I arrived. I now know that there are two paths before me, and all that is left is to choose. Sheesh. Goodness gracious. Alright, promo forms. Typewriter. Linda, I'm so sorry. Alright, Dan, let's break your wife's heart. I'm sorry. Dan knew that grown-up problems like deadlines and promo write-ups didn't carry much weight with Tommy. He also knew that there was no conch shells in Oregon, so he ordered one from a catalog with express shipping. It got there in time for Dan to sneak off and bury it on Friday, and then the look on Tommy's face when he dug it up made it all worth it. Yay! Dan knew he couldn't deliver a finished chapter on time, but he decided that sending a rough draft would be better than sending nothing at all. He called Paul to warn him about the state of the work. Paul understood. He even thanked Dan for his honesty, and though the chapter was in its early stages, Paul saw enough to promise to keep the publisher at bay a little longer. Oh my gosh, I think I did it. Alright. Linda, please don't be so upset. Linda had to do the promotional write-up herself. She was a visual thinker, not a writer, and the final product didn't attract much interest in the local paper. The show came and went without much notice, and Linda couldn't stop wondering if having a better turnout would have opened more doors for her painting career. Oh my god, Linda, I'm sorry, but it's just a local show. You're not somewhere big. You'll be alright. You're bound to have connections with a writer husband. As horrible as that sounds. The funeral. Oh no. Not the funeral. Linda got a phone call. This isn't right. Big news, got a call from Bracket Books in Eugene. They wanted you to do a reading from Windsong, maybe even some Q&A and book signings and all that good stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm going to be pretty pissed if you don't. Bracket is a big outlet, so if this goes well, orders for the new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Tramer's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish the new book, whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. That one was pretty good. Bracket Books, Eugene, the 21st. See you there. Paul. P.S. You know the long game, right? Knowing this one could mean a bigger advance than the next book. Okay. Huh. Never thought of it that way. Mark the 21st of this month on your calendars for one day only. Watch the world-famous Fighter 5 as they scream across the sky when his death-defying feats of flying in a display unlike anything you've ever seen, guaranteed to blow you away.
Anne, I just got off the phone with Mom. She told me about Grandma Joe. I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than when Granddad died last year. Do you remember going to Grandma Joe's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Joe always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there. I hope the...
Oh, she's...
Anne, I just
I
got
hope
off the phone with Mom.
What is she saying?
She told me about Grandma Joe.
I hope the minister captures those little moments
expected
because they
it
don't seem
sooner
as little
rather than
now. I wish
later,
circumstances were different, but it'll still be good to
this
see
is
his
hitting me
funeral.
so much.
Okay. Alright.
If
I accidentally pushed the button. Call Paul first thing tomorrow morning. Any possible way to move it? Is the thing announced yet?
I gotta call Paul again.
Okay. I feel like Linda's is going to be the most important. It is her grandma.
I walked out to the bluff to remember Grandma Joe and say goodbye. And on the way back, I started thinking about what it really means to have a family. To make that your focus. She seemed to take such joy in being surrounded by her family, providing for them, taking care of them. I hope I never took that for granted. When I got back to the house, a question hit me that I can't get out of my head. What will Tommy think about Dan and me when he gets older? And what if Tommy has kids of his own? I can't even begin to think of myself as a grandmother. I haven't even been a mother for that long, and I'm still feeling my way through what it means to be a good one. At least I'll always have an example. I miss you, Grandma Joe, and I'll never forget you. I promise.
This game is starting to get really heavy. I mean, it always kind of was, but it is really getting into some heavy stuff. Although I guess it means we are coming towards the end.
Hi, honey. Hey, Mom.
Yay! At least the kid's happy. Sorry, kid, I really don't care what you want. You're getting screwed.
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is...
Man, Linda, you're getting this
Having
one.
a good time?
Linda, this is yours. This is yours, Linda. I don't even care. I don't care what anything else is. You're getting this one. That's it.
Oh no. Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing in Eugene, and Paul says they can't move it. He'll understand if I bail because he knows Linda, but Grovefield is a different story. They won't give a damn why I missed it. They'll just get a memo and put it in a spreadsheet somewhere and write me off just a little bit more. And it's not just the timing. If I do the reading, I've got to get that chapter in shape. It's not even remotely ready for anyone to see it. Can't worry about what Paul says. He's my agent. He's supposed to stroke me. And what about Tommy?
What about Tommy? I don't know. I just don't see, like, what does he mean? Like, who's gonna watch him? How do you explain it to him?
Can't beat me.
Anne.
Can't beat me.
Can't beat you. Nope, no, I can't.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
Just be here for me.
Well, I mean, that's just... Wait a minute. Oh god, it's a caged bird, but he's hanging from a tree. Jeez, Linda. That's some dark stuff. I get what you're saying. It's like everything's all around you, but, like, you know, you have nothing.
I think the rough draft was just enough to keep Paul off me a little longer. I hated sending it to him like that, but it was way better than sending nothing. At least I can prove I was working and that things are moving forward. He seemed to like the ideas that were there, though of course he had a lot of feedback. Fair enough. It was a rough draft, and I can't imagine the hell I would have caught if I'd sent him an empty envelope.
Yep.
Daddy!
Hey, little guy. Can't believe it.
To do some serious work on that chapter first.
Hey, Mom.
Sorry, bro. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
What if I...
Alright, what are your memories, Linda? What can I do to help you figure out what you're going through? Is there something about your mother? Is she not helpful? Wait, did I? No, I didn't already check her out, did I? Now, whoops. Did not mean to...
Just got back from the show, if you can even call it that. I didn't sell a single piece, which isn't a surprise given the turnout. I know Dan had other things on his mind, but I told him how important it was to me. It was such a good opportunity to figure out what I want to do when we get back home, too. But I can't make up my mind based on such a half-hearted exhibit. Was that Dan's way of telling me he's not ready for me to go back? I don't want to read too much into it, at least not so soon, but it's really hard not to.
Oh, sorry about that, Linda. My bad. I just thought that... Don't worry, Linda. This one's... It's all about you. Yeah? All about Linda? Everybody loves Linda? Something like that? Oh, God.
Good, alright.
Let's call him, buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral. What? Dan needs to call him, buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral? Or what?
Is she in heaven?
I'm sure she is, honey.
Oh. If this is another picture. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I think that's supposed to track the... Oh, I bet you that tracks the progress of how he's feeling about his dad. Oh, now I see it. See, now I thought it was lazy. Now I realize it's just smart. Gosh, dang it. This game is, like, super good. Alright, Tommy, what do you want? What? I thought... Oh, crap. I didn't find enough of Tommy. Wait a minute, hold on. Can I read this? No. Okay, I found all his things.
Hmm.
But now I need Tommy's memories. Wait, what's this? Oh, here we go. Something about an astronaut? The magazine says there are going to be tons of planes. Interesting. But that's not going to happen. Alright. I think we might be nearing the end, so I'm just going to plow through and I'll cut this up if needed. So I think it's 2 per chapter, and since it's about to be the end of the summer. What does Dan want again? Oh my god, have I not found enough of Dan's things? Oh, whoa, no, 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 no. No, okay. Dan wants to work hard on the chapter. That's right, that's right, that's right. Okay. I need the phone because of that.
Hey, Mommy.
Yes, choose the phone. Phone, Linda. You get what you want. You had a rough time. Your grandma's dead. You had a terrible showing. Linda, you just need someone to hold you. Oh, right. That's right. Okay. Tab to view the compromise. I already know what they are. The Diary of Kay Williams. I've decided, and I am sure of my decision. I don't know which is right or wrong, only that my choice is my own. It took 3 days alone, letting whatever calming influence is here, for I am sure there is something guiding my thoughts. I thought about Jay and talked with Jay in my mind, and I know this is right. I cannot think about the path not taken, only the one ahead. Oh. Okay, that doesn't let me know if you're dying or not, but I'm getting a little worried. Okay. What? Where's the... Okay, where the heck is the last one? Is that really it? Is that it? That's it? There's nothing else? There's not another piece of diary for me to read. Nowhere. Nothing. Not even in his room? Nothing? Nope. 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 Not at all. Nothing. Alright. Oh, wait. Maybe there's one in here. No. No, there isn't. Nothing in here. So, we are going to try. I'm hoping that we can get Dan to at least work on the chapter just enough to get it good to be read. And then he can go to the funeral and then go to the thing and then whatever. So here we go. Yes. Alright guys, let's see if maybe we have made this family work out okay. Oh crap, that's right. Gosh, I keep doing that. I keep thinking, oh yeah, I just have to select the thing because that's how you end like the first part. Alright Dan.
Well, you should do this because I'm a ghost and you should listen to me.
Dan couldn't bear the thought of Linda going to the funeral alone, so he bought a ticket and flew to Denver with her. The funeral was hard for Linda, but having Dan there made it easier to bear. They stayed up late the night of the funeral, and Linda told Dan stories about Grandma Jo, and they talked about maybe being grandparents themselves one day. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Dan talked Paul into a compromise. He would work on the chapter and send it to Paul as soon as he could. Then Paul would try to talk to Brackett into including an excerpt in the quarterly in-store preview. It wouldn't have the same impact as personal appearance, but it would still build some awareness. Bam. Knew it. Oh, Tommy. I'm sorry. Bud. I'm so sorry. When Dan told Tommy they wouldn't be able to go to the show, Tommy had a fit and tried to tear up the magazine. He worried his parents. He hadn't thrown a fit like that for almost a year. It was exactly the kind of thing they'd hoped to avoid by spending the summer in such a quiet, peaceful place. Well, kid, I'm sorry, but, you know, you gotta deal with it. Your parents have needs and important things, too. Oh, crap. The road ahead. The summer came to an end, and Dan faced a dilemma. Okay. So yeah, we are closing in on the end here. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, after additional consideration, I'd like to augment my recommendation. I believe that the best course of action for Tommy's development will be continued tutoring throughout the school year. It will be important to coordinate with his teachers and make sure the lessons are aligned. As before, encouragement from both of you is a critical component. Mr. Kaplan, I observed that Tommy looks to you in particular for validation, which I believe comes from a connection he's made with your profession. If at all possible, you should be part of his tutoring, although Miss Kaplan is more than capable of aiding him as well. I hope I haven't overstepped my bounds by contacting you, but Tommy is a bright boy, and I think with proper support he can not only catch up, but excel. I understand you'll be leaving town shortly, but please don't hesitate to contact me by phone during the school year if I can be of any help. Oh, crepe. Linda, I'm pleased to meet you. Well, by letter anyway. I'm surprised we've never met, considering how the small art community is. But from letter, it sounds like you may not have been as active as you'd liked for a few years. Regardless, I'm very excited to tell you about our work here. At a high level, the program is simple. We're a collective of artists who use our work for the betterment of our society. City. Which is a society, so I'm not totally wrong, thank you very much. We host fundraiser galleries, donate our work to charity, auctions, and teach art classes. We offer both paid and unpaid courses, and all proceeds from the paid courses go to local charities, usually the food bank. Our free courses are part of a pioneer program we've recently started, where we provide a safe place for victims of violence, members of our local AA chapter, and even parolees trying to get back on their feet. The program is still in early stages, but we've been very pleased with the results. It's a very exciting time. Anyway, you'll find details in the enclosed information pack. I'd love to talk to you about joining in person when you return to Lornington. Something. Alright, what else is down here? Ooh, what's this? Oh my goodness. We're pleased to offer the position of Assistant Professor of Literature. We had many applicants for the position, and after careful review, we feel your history with the university and your status as a published author will give you a unique connection to our students. Apologize for the lateness of the decision, but administrative adjustments delayed our annual budget review, and the position was only recently approved for hire. Professor Strode will handle your course load until September 21st, at which point you will take over classes. We'll provide you temporary housing during this speedy transition, but need your answer as soon as possible. Your offer letter is enclosed. Please sign and return it at your earliest convenience. Tommy wants to be happy at school. So obviously we got to take care of Tom. Oh.
By the time you get this, we'll be on our way home, so don't write me back here. It's hard to believe this summer's almost over. So much has happened. The show, getting used to life up here, painting more than I have in years, losing Grandma Joe, figuring out where Dan and I are. Part of me doesn't want to leave, but I know it's time. They say you can't go home again. I think I know what that means now. I don't have it in me to explain everything here, but things will never be the same. I don't even know what home I'm going back to. The only thing I do know is that I'm ready to start painting again. For real, like I did before Tommy. I'm scared and excited and nervous all at the same time. I just wish I knew how we were going to make it work. I hope this finds you well. Yours, Linda.
Well, I know how you're going to make it work. You're going to leave it to the ghost with the most. Ultima. That's right, Linda. I'm going to make it work. I, Ultima of S3R, am going to make your family and your painting and all the things that you wish could happen, happen. All at once. You'll say to yourself, where has this man been all my life? Oh.
I just talked things over with Dan, and we really have some serious thinking to do. The job at Hardesty sounds like a great opportunity for him, but moving would be so hard on us. I really want to join Art for All, and after everything we've been through with Tommy, it would be better for him to have some stability. I could even go full-time if Dan found a steady job, though I know he can't do that if he takes on extra tutoring with Tommy, and I'd never fault him for that. If we stay in Lornington and Dan works with Tommy, I could still do the program part-time. Either way, it'd be better for Tommy and me than moving. But I know that professorship would mean so much to Dan. Can't everything be simple just once?
Well, I think we're past that stage, Linda. You're
He'll understand that.
getting up there in age.
Paul, there were days when I thought this moment would never come. When I finish writing this, I'm going to pack everything up and drop the manuscript in the mail. My palms are sweating just thinking about letting it go. I had no idea how hard it would be to finish this one. It took everything I had, and it's hard to look back over the summer without laughing. To think the plan was to get away from everything and just focus on the book. But you can't get away from yourself. Life doesn't give a damn about geography. I don't know when you'll get this or where we'll be when you do, or what you'll think. I know what I think, but objectivity left the building months ago. Some days I think this is the one. Other days I have a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach that says my career is over. All I can do is drop this in the mail and hope. Here goes.
Wow. Hardesty University, CO, Thomas Castle, 902 Brainworth Lead, Blairstown, Oregon. Oh, Dan. I think Dan needs to be a writer. I think. Okay, so where on earth are the rest of these clues? Let me just explore some memories then.
You can say it. If I got a real job.
I could even go full time if